Hello everyone and welcome to another tournament stream. Woohoo! Today we will be streaming the third and fourth round of the round robin, day 2 of the round robins. And basically, let me just accept that invite. We are starting it off with Aqua versus Belov, which is going to be followed by Aqua versus QQ. So that should be really good fun. I am looking forward to that. Bit of house cleaning out of the way. There is a 3-minute delay on the stream. That is to avoid any stream sniping happening. And there's a giveaway basically running in the chats. Basically, you have to guess the damage that Aqua will do in the third round, well, third game of this matchup, basically, as a team. So you have to post your in-game name, your server, and your exact damage guess. So you can't say 12k. You have to write 12000, which is actually a relatively low guess. But 15k, 16k. We've had games with 18k team damage. So yeah, should be fun in any case. But we just need to wait until the room is below 3 minutes before we actually go in there. So let's have a look at the current standing as we have it, which is this. Appa and Aqua and Belov all have 2 points. RDX and Demon have 2, but then you 1. And then you have Love, QQ, and Immol that have no points as of yet. Since this is only round 3 and 4 of the 7 rounds that we will have, there is no real pressure just yet. But of course, only the top 4 goes through. So I think tomorrow we will definitely start seeing the pressure. We will also, like after today, we can see who is relatively safe-ish and who will have to basically win every matchup that they get. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the matches. I'm kind of hoping that we see Dynasty Spril somewhere. Mainly because I'm following Aqua, and Aqua has done ridiculous things on Dynasty Spril. At the same time, though, they've done it a few times now, which kind of leads me to believe that other teams should be more prepared for the Hori action. But yeah, here we go. We can actually go into the room now. And we have Belov almost ready. I still have 2.5 minutes left to go. So let's actually just focus on the map. We're going to go to Hellas. Hellas looks like this. It is basically an old ruin of a Greek temple. And to be fair, it does look quite nice. At the same time, though, the map feels so small. It can be very, very tricky. We've seen very interesting gameplay, though, for tours with basically lights capping the bases closer to the spawns, but also cheekily stealing bases from the other side and everything, as in the base closer to the spawn of the enemy side. So that should be fun to watch. I am curious to see what they're going to do that here. We see that Rumpelstiltskin is actually driving an STB, so that's an interesting choice. We don't see that very often in tours, and honestly, I love the STB, so I'm all for it. I'm really curious to see how it will do. There we have it, Belov completely ready, with 2 Super Conquerors, an STB, an IS-7, a Chieftain, an AMX-54, and an E-50M. Aqua going heavy on the Super Conquerors, taking 3 so far, together with the Chieftain, a 215B, and an LT. They do need another player, but they had one before, so there we go. Spacey's moved in. And let's see. Is he going to stick with the 215B or is he picking something else? It is another Super Conqueror. That's a lot of Super Conquerors though, like, and no AMX 54s at all. Favela now gets moved in. Also still picking a tank. Also going for the Super Conqueror. And let's see, 27 seconds left to go before we go into the first game of this best of 7, meaning that the team that reaches full victories first is going to get the points. And basically anything can happen. I'm always a favor of more tour games, so I'm kind of hoping that we will get like tiebreakers and everything. But here we go. Every time it does that, literally every time, I'm kind of afraid that he forget to load me. Or that I didn't ready up. The fear never goes away. Let's see. We are going to stick to Rumpelstiltskin. Because I basically just want to see what the SCP does, where it goes, and how it holds. Because it is a fabulous tank, and I absolutely love the camo as well. Let's see. He's actually going to go to the corner there. Not moving to spot. In the meantime, we have Aqua capping base B. Scyloides is moving into base A to cap on the other side. Most of Aqua is situated around the seaside though. And now Rumpelstiltskin is spotted. Does land a cheeky little shot there. Classical's also taking a hit. Rumpelstiltskin is attempting to cap. He is not getting to do that for free though. They are going to try their hardest to keep him spotted. Shots fired. But now it has to be reset again. And Aqua has a bit of a point advantage here. Scyloides is on his own. I don't think they know that. He is going to attempt to cap the base again. But Happiest Toaster is moving in just to get him spotted. Load. Ooh, that was lucky. He didn't take more damage for that. They are shooting at the hills. But they kind of need that base, and that's the tricky part. Happiest Toaster is being forced back by Ocean. And that might mean that Rumpelstiltskin can try to cap again. That's exactly what he's doing right now. He's now not spotted, and the hill's also taking damage. Scyloides took a little bit of a hit, but they are going to get away with capping the base because he's not spotted still. And yes, it is costing them a little bit of HP. It is costing Aqua HP as well. But with this, they did manage to cap that base, and that is going to change the game quite literally, because now Belov has the base advantage and has a growing point advantage. So now Aqua is moving in, but top 16 is losing a lot of HP very, very quickly here. I do need to be a little bit careful with the HP. We have Ghosty and Wildburger pushing on the other side. Scyloides is moving out of there, but that also means that base A is going to get stolen. It might be reset, but at the same time it is 2 versus 1. And Scyloides can't really stay there without getting farmed. Rumpelstiltskin moving to go after to help support Varta and Scyloides. The hills is there as well. We're already at 800 points though. Base A does get reset. Scyloides is in a very painful position. Ghosty now. He can't survive this. Literally, he can't. He can only get one more shot in. And that almost evens out the caps again. But Belov still has the advantage. They're now pushing in the corner. But now we have the Mets holding and farming. And they have to be careful. Top 16 goes down. Basically, I want to focus on this side, but we also need to see this side. Ocean goes down. The Lavrushka does not look too healthy, but Spacey goes down first. Big hit into the Lavrushka. He's now a one-shot. He's not going to survive this. He does get tracked, and oof. Just as they hit 1k points, the Lavrushka goes down, but it is not enough. Belov wins the first game. Beautiful. Very patiently played, but the kills in the end made all the difference. Plus the fact that base A wasn't so much abandoned, but it had most of the guns from Aqua there. And Belov just relocated their guns, left them the base, which they didn't cap. And that basically gave them all the points that they needed. Very clever played. So for the second game on Hellas, we see Aqua sticking with 4 Super Conquerors and a Chieftain and a 215B, and taking an LT in Wahlburger's hands. On the other side though, the STB is being left behind. We now see an IS-7, 1 AMX 54, 2 Super Conquerors and potentially a wolf pack of E50Ms. No, it's another AMX 54. That's like a nice little gradient of tanks like. It's aesthetically pleasing to see it that way. Let's see. 30 seconds left before we go into the second game. And then we will see what happens. Can Belov continue this? Can Aqua grab it back? It always feels so stupid to say stuff like that. Because yes, you are generally wondering that, blah blah blah, but it's only been one game. And also just filling that space, which is kind of what you need to do. I don't, well, I was gonna say I don't always have interesting stuff to say, but I think most of the time I don't. Let's see. Pretty camos all around. Oh, I love the Baba Yaga. The camo, it looks so cool. Honestly, graphics department does such a fabulous job in the game. I'm a big fan. Basie heading towards the C section on his own. But most of the focus lies in the middle and in the bases closest to home. I think they're hoping to spot Wahlburger. Wahlburger goes for the cap. Ocean nothing. Does lose some HP there. He has... Oh, Wahlburger gets spotted. Wahlburger gets spotted. He does take a hit. And he does take another hit. And he can't cap the base. And now he's pretty stuck. Yevgeny is moving towards him. Does take a hit, but basically puts Wahlburger in a very tricky position. He can't do anything where he's at. The hill's losing HP. But with him having shot, that means that Wahlburger can escape. And that's a very important tank to keep alive. Basino getting spotted, capped. The Lavrushka holding. They are farming Aqua bit by bit. But they haven't capped base B. They're not capping base A, obviously. Now base B is getting capped. But Aqua already has both an HP advantage and a cap advantage. All point advantage for about 25 points. Little bits of damage being done. I kind of wonder always at the HE shots. Not so much them doing it, because it makes sense, because they are farming in the end. But how many HE shells do these guys take into these battles? Because obviously the loadout that you have for tours is very different to the loadout that you have for randoms. Now we enter the waiting game. People are getting shot at. And Ocean Nothing, Varta and Yevgeny and Wahlburger have lost the most HP here. Classical losing hit points as he drops in. At some point, these 5 tanks will have to go somewhere. It is very tricky to move up from a position like that, though. Kind of reminds me of the games that we have on Canal at times, where I'm just if we play tours in my clan, I always say don't go into the lower part on canal near the base 8th thing, because you won't be able to get out. Let's see. Because at some point they will have to make a move. And they are farming just a tiny teensy bit, a little bit. But there's too many tanks on the ditch. They can't really go anywhere. Skeloidus loses HP, loses a lot of HP. They are making the move, but the preferred target is definitely Skeloidus, and he is being farmed. They're now attempting to go after top 16, and obviously that is going to work out for them in the end, because there are not that many guns there. At the same time, it cost them so much HP. Yevgeny goes down. Top 16 is still there. Is probably going to be able... Never mind, he gets help from Spacey. Now we have Ocean Nothing moving in. Oh, there goes top 16, but he survived for a lot longer there than he basically should have been allowed to. But that's because Aqua has their tanks stacked in a way that they can support one another. The push on A was pretty much the part where they could not push. Skeloidus goes down. Rimpelstiltskin goes down just after the Lavrushka. And now it's just... I was gonna say just Wartab. That just went down as well. And the game is for Aqua. This is the tricky part of tool games. Where basically just... when you go into a ditch like that, they just need to dig in and wait for you to come out. Especially when they have the advantage. But also look, if you saw the difference in the damage that the teams did, Aqua did like 7k damage more as a team than Belov did here. We are moving on to a different map though. We're going to go to Camp Stilla, which is, as you all know, definitely not one of my favorite maps, especially for tours. Playing on it, I don't even mind it that much, but with tours you usually get very stalemate gaming, because they will just feel each other out, trying to work the caps a little bit, trying to sneak tiny bits of damage here and there. But because there's so many camping positions and basically lines of fire from there, people have to be super careful with how they play it. And that's exactly why I'm not a fan of the map for tours. We're also going to stop the guessing now. There we go. The thing I like about these guessing games is that it's part luck. It's also part support, because you support the team that you're guessing for, or at least, or against them, but the score indicates who you kind of think is going to win that match, so that's fun. I kind of like it. The game sounds are low, because otherwise they are very, very present. The reason for this is because if I have it on normal volume, it will be very, very loud. And if I fly high, then you barely hear them. But if I'm close, then you will definitely still hear them. Let's see. Beautiful Firebird camo as well. It kind of looks like it glows. But yeah, like, here you can hear the game sounds just fine. This is what I mean. But if you fly here, then you barely hear them anymore. I think it's also like when the tank that I'm sort of attached to dies, then you lose them as well. Yevgeny and Toaster. Ooh, Yevgeny, what are you doing? What are you doing? That did not go as intended, I'm quite sure. He's in a very precarious position now, and lost half his HP. He did give proper information, but that is very, very tricky. The STB is back, together with the E50Ms. Top 16. Wildburger in the bat chat, getting some shots in as well. And now we enter the quiet stage. Yevgeny spotting who is there. They know that Spacey and Ghosty were there. They're likely still there, which means that base A will pretty much be impossible to cap. Ooh, Ghosty trying to get that shot in. Does get spotted for it, but can he actually... I don't think he can he? The Lavrushka taking quite some damage there. Classical now being set upon. And they are eating up Happiest Toaster. But now we have the hills moving in with the AMX 50B. And he can't really get out of where he's at. Basically, Yevgeny is being shot at. Happiest Toaster goes down. A has been capped in the meantime as well. Classical is not going to survive this though. He will do his best to basically sell his skin as expensively as possible. But once he reloads, now we have Varta moving in, being a bully. Look at that position though. Top 16 gets set on fire, can't fix it, and goes down. That's the second gun gone. Varta takes it. Classical is really not does go down there by Favela. Ocean, very little HP. Rumpelstiltskin holding. Ocean nothing, has to be very careful now. Has a grand total of 35 HP. Has to avoid getting into the line of fire of anyone really. But HP wise, Aqua has a 3k advantage. And has a... Well, the guns are even. Now. Wildburger trying to go after Ocean Nothing. But now we have Yevgeny. Just as he hit reload! Just as he hit reload! They have to be careful though with the hills. He has to pull back very quickly to not get shot by him. But oh my god, that reload cost them dearly. Lavrushka can take the hit. Rumpelstiltskin goes down. Ocean Nothing. They need to take out the hills. That's pretty much their only choice. Aqua has double the HP and now the hills is reloading. He can't really do anything. Ocean Nothing has to survive. They have to get a base somehow as well. Because with the base being stolen... Oof. It is 3v4. Skeloidus is pretty much the only one that has any HP left. Ocean Nothing. Barely any HP left. C is being capped. They know that they're all on the other side of the map. Getting base C, keeping the point advantage is pretty much the only thing that they can do. And to keep Ocean Nothing and Yevgeny alive. We have Ghosty up on the church. Favela spotting Skeloidus. Spacey moving around at the back. And now I have Yevgeny going up the hill. Wanting to get the spots in. Ocean Nothing has to be so careful. The Lavrushka actually getting spotted there. This is intense. Ghosty has been spotted. That shot did not go in. Skeloid is taking a hit. Right now. B is getting kept. Spacey has been spotted. They need to move and they need to make sure that the bases don't get capped. They need C. If they lose C, then they've lost everything. Yevgeny, oh, misses that shot though. Favela is moving in. Spacey is being eaten alive, but the Lavrushka is not going to survive that. And basically, Spacey needs to go down. He does go down. The Lavrushka loses more HP. There goes the Lavrushka. Skeloidus is basically going to go down. Does get that very important shot in though. And HP wise, now we have basically Ocean Nothing can't really go anywhere. Yevgeny just has to survive, has to try and get out of there, but we know that Ocean Nothing is going to die. There's not much he can do. He's going to get Ghosty up behind him, and they know it. Favela doing the only thing that he can do. Moving in. Oh, he does get the children done, making it 1v1. 35 seconds left to go. Ghosty going into the base, which is going to make all the difference. Yevgeny, all he can do is run away and hope that it's enough. Hope that they're going to keep enough of a point advantage. They might actually get away with it. Who's going to have the most points in 16 seconds? This is so close. I think Aqua does have it. He can't reset the base. He couldn't. And then he gets the kill as well. That seals it with just a few seconds left to go. What a game! What an absolute bonkers game. So clever. Absolutely fantastic. It also means that the score for the giveaway is 15,870. But oh my god, guys. What a game. We've only had 3 games so far. The sound explanation thing helps a little bit. Oh my god, what a game though. We don't basically Capstilla generally doesn't make these games that that good. But this definitely was a highlight. 40 seconds left to go before we go into the 4th game of this best of 7. And we have Aqua now taking a Panzerwagen, 3 AMX 54s, 2 E50Ms and an LT. Versus a 4202, 2 T62A, 2 Mice, a Chieftain, and an AMX 54. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with these. Here we... Oh. This too, though. Like, I am hoping that we get a game nearly as exciting. Taking 2 mice, though, is a tricky thing to do. Very ballsy. Let's see. T62As as well. I am curious about that too. The most colourful camouflages in the game, the lollipop. I actually find it so funny. I don't play this game for realism at all, if you didn't know before. Happiest Toaster. Oh, they were looking the other way, but they still get both hits in. And don't take any damage themselves. Rumpelstiltskin not pushing it further, because they don't know at that point where the rest of Aqua is at. Warta getting shot at. The mice are holding near-ish C, but now we have Skeloidus moving in. He might lose a lot of HP crossing over there. They know top 16 is in the corner. Skeloidus is now moving back, which might be equally expensive in terms of HP. Wildburger running out of there. A is being kept. Skeloidus lost about half his HP. Well, not quite, but near enough. Blind shots happening everywhere now. But Aqua has a base and growing point advantage. Base B, as always, is protected. And now we have Basically the fast tank team holding in the corner here. Rumpelstiltskin got spotted. Those two have not taken any damage though. The Hills is protecting base A. Yevgeny is rotating around. The Lavrushka is holding, Classical holding on the hill. There's some talk happening. This is where you can sometimes see that there's stuff happening on voice. Rumpelstiltskin took his first hit. So now they also know that there's an E50M there. They don't know where the RHM is anymore. This is the thing though, with irregulars, the tanks stick mainly to the position that they're at. When it comes to tours, people run around a lot. Let's see. Yevgeny holding there as well. We have Happiest Toaster running back again. The mice are moving in together. Lavrushka is holding. Skiloides, though, takes it tricky. Is getting shot at. Probably won't be able to cap it without getting spotted. He's definitely going to try it, though. They need the base. Ocean Nothing taking a bit of a hit. The Mets are moving in. Going after Spacey. He drops down. Rumpelstiltskin. They need Rumpelstiltskin alive still. He does take the kill though. But now he has to be careful where he's at. Ocean Nothing getting focused on the hills, trying to survive. Trying to shoot Rumpelstiltskin. The hills goes down. Yevgeny moving in. Rumpelstiltskin still getting shots in as well. He's being very, very cheeky. Wahlburger now climbing up. Still trying to get Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin does go down in the end to Happiest Toaster. There's a gun advantage for Belov though. Base A now being kept by Ocean Nothing. We have Wildburger running around. He's going to find Ocean Nothing. Big hit. He is relatively alone though. He might eat Ocean Nothing alive. But Ocean Nothing is almost reloaded. That did not work as intended. But now we have Varta arriving. But it is Yevgeny who's driven around that gets him. Base A being stolen. We have top 16 facing off against the Lavrushka. And I think Lavrushka will be able to get him. Oh, never mind. No need. Yevgeny is there. There goes Happiest Toaster, and the game is for Belov. Again, beautiful game. Basically, Rumpelstiltskin man of the match here. Yevgeny as well, to be fair, because he was running around so much. But him surviving up on the hill, still getting the shots in, getting the kills in, made a big difference here. And now the score is 2-2. We are going to move to a new map again. We're going to go to Main Ruins. Main Ruins, always an interesting tool map. Sometimes with cheeky B-cap. Sometimes with German super heavies. We don't see them all that much though in the current meta. But we used to see a lot of mice and VK72s and VK90s here. Nowadays though, not so much. But it does lead to interesting gameplay where usually one base gets A, one base gets C, and then B is the one that's being contested and used to farm. Because capping can also be such a trap. 47 seconds left to go. Aqua ready with 2 E50Ms, 3 AMX 54s, a Super Conqueror and a 215B. And B-Love ready with 4 AMX 54s, a 113, a Super Conqueror and an E50M. In the meantime, by the way, the winners of the fan containers are Immortal Fighter, Rage 77764, Marinka and Berke A. So congratulations! Those will come eventually. I'm not sure when, because the battle passes will only come like in April. Also means that I'm going to let you guess for the next matchup to give you some more time. Start guessing now. The funniest part is that this matchup is far from over. But you can start guessing, that's no problem. But here we are. Sometimes I forget to put my OBS back on my screen. I just always want to make sure that the stream is still healthy. Warta, on his own, he is being chased by 2 of his teammates, but Happy Sosa and Spacey are there, and he does take a hit for it, but so does Spacey of about the same HP. Most of Aqua is there, though. Wahlburger spotting Yevgeny and the Lavrushka. Happiest Toaster taking a hit. And now we have Happiest Toaster in a precarious position. But there we go. Also, the AMX 54s are moving in. They are going to go after Varta here. And he's not going to make it easy for them. But that also means that B-Love is immediately responding on the other side. Ramming speed. The Lavrushka not looking too healthy. Varta needs to get his shots in as well. The Lavrushka is the first one gone, followed quickly by Happiest Toaster. And B-Love is almost completely here, except for Yevgeny. Classical goes down. Ghosty is not looking too healthy. They are trying to still take out Varta. The focus fire from B-Love is not quite here. Ghosty, very low on HP. He's the next one to go down. Now we have Spacey arriving as well. Focus fire from Aqua not all there either. There goes Varta. There goes the hills. It's going up pretty even Stevens, but Aqua has so much more HP here. Ocean nothing, almost gone. Might still get another hit in, but that's going to be it for him. Unless he gets very, very lucky. Top 16 goes down, but there goes Ocean nothing. Rumpelstiltskin having a grand total of 23 HP left. Yevgeny is going to get murdered by Wahlburger. Does get a hit into Spacey though. But now basically has to run like hell and hope Wahlburger doesn't shoot him. But Wahlburger shot the stone. Big it into Favela. They are trying to focus fire here, but Spacey is not the preferred target. Does not go down for that. And now pretty much everyone is one-shot except for Wahlburger. Favela might reload first. Scorpion Drago goes down and there goes Yevgeny. And the game is for Aqua. Brutal game, very aggressive compared to some of the other games we've seen. And now Aqua's up for match point. If they win the next game, then they get the point. Whereas B-Love has to win 2 in a row for that to happen. We've had some pretty long games this tour, though. Also makes for fun watching. Like, I get that some of these matchups are not that entertaining for the players. Like, the stress level would be immense. But from a streamer's perspective, I've been very happy with the games that we've had so far in this season. Just over a minute left to go. Beloved now ready with 3 AMX 54s, 3 E50Ms and a 215B. And Aqua is taking 3 AMX 54s, 2 E50Ms, a 215B and a Super Conqueror. I probably should just call it Skunk or something. I always try to make the names shorter somehow, could just make it easier. But yeah. In the meantime, I am getting tagged places. Ah, just a mod tag. All good. 15 seconds left to go. And then we will see what happened in the 6th game. Can Aqua bring it home? Because these teams seem pretty evenly matched, not gonna lie. Which is very enjoyable, not gonna lie either. It's kind of like my stop word, I say it a lot. But here we go. Shooting down the buildings. Rumpelstiltskin going towards the middle, but very much on his own. He is going there to, well, apparently not spot people crossing over, just to see if anyone is near here. Belov not going for the trap. He's now holding a position. Wahlberger has been spotted. C is being kept. Rumpelstiltskin decides that he does not want to be there. Wahlberger is pretty much getting, well, not rushed, I could say, but I don't know. C has been kept. Belov going for the B cap. Also just want to dispat in the leaves. I like that. In the lily pad, that's the word I was looking for. B does get kept, A is getting kept as well, but now Aqua is rotating back around. They have to be careful because they are potentially going to lose a lot of HP there. And getting in each other's way a little bit. The Lavrushka taking an extra hit there. Aqua is basically forced to respond though. Top 16 is being pushed. Yevgeny has to move. There are too many guns there. He's going to be the preferred target for sure. But it also means he might be getting out of there alive. C is getting stolen, A is getting stolen, while Burger is going after base B. In the meantime, Scorpion Drago not looking too healthy either. Big hit into top 16. Yevgeny arriving there as well. Does not get that shot in. I think Scorpion Drago might have, well, not blocked him intentionally, obviously. Spacey arriving to take out Yevgeny. Scorpion Drago is not going to be able to reload again. Goes down to Spacey as well. While Burger goes down. We have Classical and Warta losing a lot of HP very quickly. Happy as Toaster being chased. Classical needing to turn around. The Lavrushka is not looking too healthy. Favela, pretty much the healthiest tank here. Happy as Toaster goes down. Rumpelstiltskin moving in to help. The Lavrushka goes down. Aqua basically has 2 bases right now. Has a growing HP advantage. Favela gets a shot into Rumpelstiltskin. That's very important to get as well. Rumpelstiltskin still survives, but can't really join in much. Base C is getting stolen. Favela may go down. We don't know. But right now, Aqua has 3 bases. We're nearing 900 points. And there we go. Favela goes down. A is being stolen. Ghosty going after Classical. Top 16, very low on HP. Ocean, nothing, has nothing, can't do anything but go to the base. But it's not going to be enough. He is losing a lot of HP for that. Actually gets taken out before he can take another shot. And Aqua wins the game and the matchup. Super Kronk. Eric just said, pull the damage reduction lever, Kronk. Oh, absolutely love The Emperor's New Groove. One of my favorite movies ever. So funny. But yeah, there we have it. Aqua has the point. Well, what a matchup this was. This was so freaking close, though. Absolutely love them. Fantastic games. So let's have a quick look. In 23 minutes, we see the next round. Appa gained another point as well. So did Aqua, as we know. Let's see what happened with the rest. I'm not sure who was facing who. Demon gained another point. And I think that means that we miss... If it loads, that would help. They were versus Appa. I always click too many teams, honestly. And Imor gained the point. It will update in a little bit. But yeah, in 22 minutes we will get the next match-ish kind of thing. So let's watch some replays. I actually clicked the wrong program. That's not what I meant to do. And now my laptop is trying to take off. Okay, so I was basically told about this replay. I don't know exactly what the result is, but I know that it has some very funny moments. So we're going to enjoy that. Hemelsdorf, also one of those maps that I don't miss at all. Let's see. Ren clicking all the ammos all the time. Let's see. Ren is absolutely a fan of the Chieftain. Plays it a lot, enjoys it a lot. Let's see. Okay, we know that there's that there's someone more there. Oh, that yo is being very forwards. Amorak crit. Amorak. Oh, that poor guy though. He shot there. Beautiful. I'm not good with sharing positions like this. I would want to go after the Chieftain. Exchanging shots. Eco holding. Let's see. Nice. I think he thought that. Ren fired as well. There goes the Chieftain. Nice bit of fire. Yo really wants to get in there. Does not get the kill though. There we go. Took him long enough, but he lost a lot of HP for that. Even in such a juicy tank. Eco is still full HP as well. It's a lovely team play. Oof. We didn't even scratch them. There we go. SU is not going to be long for this world. There we go. And now it's just a 50 TP. What a smooth game, though. He is going to try to run off at the back there. That's not going to work. That's also why you go down the wall. Oh, that didn't pen! Eco going the other way. And... ammo rack damaged, ammo rack blown. That was a great game, though. Very smooth. Nice ace, too. Beautiful. Hello to Desert Team, aka Hackers. Seen some beautiful games from you earlier this season. Kinda wonder, like, I know that this is Ren's account. Can we actually... No, that's the press account. Okay, let's see what else I've got. We have a little bit more time. I know that I've got still plenty of games that I haven't shown yet. Let's go for... I'm not sure if I've shown this one yet. We're going to see. Can I just say that I'm so grateful that my internet is holding... Oh yeah, the saga of my internet. So, last week I kept just having issues when trying to stream. And it would just like disconnect for a few seconds and then reconnect again. Or it would start complaining about the bitrate that I was using. Basically, not the good stuff. So, at some point I was like, okay, I need to look at the Wi-Fi extenders. Because the way that this ARM home is set up, you have the modem downstairs. Then you have on the first floor, what we call it the first floor, you have a Wi-Fi extender. And next to the modem is the main Wi-Fi extender. It's basically the Wi-Fi extender that sends the internet on, let's say. That's a white Wi-Fi extender. And this is important, because there's white ones and black ones. And then on the first floor you have another Wi-Fi extender, the white one. And it sends it to my room, which is a black extender. So the black ones are stronger than the white ones, because they're the newer version. But the white ones look nicer. So basically, what happened was I didn't know why it wasn't working. So at some point I just took all the extenders downstairs and I decided to reset them to factory settings to get them fixed. And then I found out why it wasn't working. It's because the main Wi-Fi extender next to the modem, basically the Ethernet cable was plugged out. And that is not a conscious decision. That is the dog basically playing in the corner and yanking out the cable somehow and being in, basically ruining the internet for everyone. Don't get me wrong, absolutely love Joe, by the way. He can do no wrong, but every now and again he can still annoy me. But yeah, so I plugged it back in and then that was fine. So I got all the Wi-Fi extenders like set up and like good and proper, and then I plugged it back in upstairs and it showed a green light. I was like, yes, finally everything is fixed. And then the one in my room didn't give any internet. Like, it would connect to it fine, there was just no internet behind it. And I was like, oh my god, why? So on Monday I called the cable company, and the cable company was like, offered a new contract, and I could get a new black Wi-Fi extender to change for the one that was broken. Because at this stage we still thought that that was the problem. Because that was the only one that wasn't working. The white ones worked fine. And then I got a new one on Tuesday. So I was super happy that I got that so fast. Basically, I had to stream again on Tuesday. So I was like, oh, thank God, it will all be fixed before I need to stream. So I installed it and I put it in the right area, namely my room. And the light was green, so I was all happy. And then it gave green light and it connected and it had no bloody internet. So at this point I was raging. Oof. Ow. So I called the cable company again and I was like, I got a new one and it gives me the exact same problem. So guys, seriously, WTF, mate. So I basically was talking to them and they explained to me that there's currently an issue with the... Oh god, you're being... I would shoot the Waffen, because that's the biggest threat to you right now. But yeah, I called the cable company again. I was like, guys, honestly, oof, ow. Aw, bless. The Waffen's gonna be happy though. Yeah, called the cable company again. And they were like, yeah, there's an issue with the white Wi-Fi extenders where if you have them, they can't send internet through to the black ones. Beautiful ace, by the way. So close to a win, too. That's heartbreak. And let's see, how long do we have still time for another one? Let's see. I think we haven't seen this one yet, so I'm going to go for this one. But yeah, they explained. It started off with them asking, yes, but how do you know you have no internet? And I was like, oh my god. When that's the level that you have to talk with, that's not a good thing. So, while on the phone with them, he was like, I think I know what's going on. If you have a second, I will go talk with a colleague meant manager in this case. And he was like, yeah, the thing is that the white Wi-Fi extenders have an issue right now, and they can't set the internet on. So I would advise against trying to install them again, because then they might not work at all. It's like, oh my god, seriously? Which would have basically meant that I would have had to stream downstairs, moved everything downstairs, and also kick family out of the living room to be able to stream there. Oof. Why is he not getting murdered? Yeah, basically, that was it, and they couldn't do anything for me, and I was so pissed. I was not happy. So actually, I wouldn't say I yelled at the guy, but it was like, okay, just to be clear, my frustration is aimed at the company you're working for, not you. I understand it's not your personal fault, but how ridiculous is this? And then he tells me that the health of the Wi-Fi is the responsibility of the client. Meaning that even though the things aren't working because of the cable company's issues, basically they are saying that it's my problem that the Wi-Fi isn't working. I'm just like, I'm not having that. So I still need to fight with them some more. But yeah, after hanging up, because I did understand that this guy couldn't do anything for me, I basically just decided to throw caution into the wind, and I unplugged all the white Wi-Fi extenders and put the old one, the old black one, next to the modem to be like the main Wi-Fi extender, and then put the other one in the hallway. And now I have perfect internet. I just need to cut out all the white ones, basically. So that's basically where we're at right now. But this also means that, basically, the TVs upstairs can't be connected because of this. So I still need to argue with the cable company. I just haven't had the, let's say, emotional bandwidth to do it yet. So that's the story of why my internet was so derpy and why it wasn't doing what it should. Meantime, we're seeing a lovely backchat game so far. He's getting some nice assisted damage. Kill the Kirill. Kill the Kirill. Yush. Oh, that is a kill steal. I need to play the backchat more. I know it's a fantastic tank, I just generally don't drive it much. Let's see. Little farming, really. Are you going to get it? Yes. And now we just need to find the Vestar and not get shot by him. And there he is. But if he murders the E50M, that means that you can outgun him easy. Yeah, he's expecting them. Please survive that. Nice. Beautiful ace game there. But yeah, I'm just glad that my internet is finally stable again. We just need more extenders to replace the ones that are not working. The fact that you can extend it at all, to be fair, is absolutely fabulous. And I have insane internet speed now. We just... Things are not as they are supposed to be. We actually pay extra for the extra TV connections. So I do think that it's fair to demand that that actually has to work. I really bored you all to death with that story, to be fair. But there we go. Also find it funny that during the tour games, the viewer count is quite high, and then you have the dead period, and then it's like super, super low. But that makes sense, because at the end of the day, people are here for the tour games. Let's see. Just over, well, thereabouts 2 minutes before we get the room invite. And there we have the definite scoreboard right now. With 3 rounds played. 12 points had. And Love and QQ are going to start feeling the pressure. Because if they win everything from now on, then they will have 4 points. But it also means that they can't really... Other teams are not supposed to win in order for them to go through to the top. It's not all over yet, but it's definitely not going to be an easy feat because the teams are really, really strong this season. Let's see. Just over a minute left. I'm obviously not going to check my message now. I'll check that after. I want to know how we're going to get more cutscene boxes, not even loading for me with the mod that I'm using. But yeah. Also found it so mean that we actually got like a ratings order just as I got to 5k. So obviously I'm not going to be playing that. I'm like, I've got my 5A, I'm keeping it. I'm not risking it. Now we have to wait a little bit. Let's actually have a quick look what maps we're going to be on. There are no bonus code for this. Just to be clear. Oh god, I did say that QQ has to win like every game now. And they're up against Aqua. But let's see, we're starting off on Lagoon. So let's start with the map trailer for that. Looks like this. You have 3 bases, and basically all the bases are fairly open but very far from each other. You can't really dominate 2 bases from one position, and that makes this map kind of interesting to play on but also to watch tours on. I do like the map though, if I'm honest. Like to play on, but also for tours. We've seen some very interesting action here. Usually there's a light tank spotting position on each side, which is right there actually, where you saw that. And they put a tank there just to spot who is going to be crossing over. Guys, you guys are so mean. So someone asks, can someone share a bonus code? And then Agassi goes, someone is not here right now, so sadly no. And Marinka goes, I'm afraid that someone doesn't have a bonus code. That's kind of like, I'm back, hi back, that kind of thing. That joke level. Which, to be fair, is my level of humor too, so yeah. But no bonus code for this. But there's a giveaway that you can join. You just need to follow the instructions in the pinned message. And you could potentially win an April Battle Pass. But yeah. I always like the round robin part of tours the most, to be fair. Generally speaking, we just have so many very interesting matches in the round robins. And everyone meets everyone and no one is knocked out. And I think that's something that I like as well. The fact that no one is knocked out yet. 2.5 minutes left to go. Aqua almost completely ready. And there we have it. We see Aqua taking 1 AMX-84, 2 215Bs, 3 Super Conquerors, and a Rheinmetall Panzerwagen. On the other side, though, we see a wolf pack of 3 E50Ms and a Super Conqueror, and let's see what the rest readies up in. There's still just under 2 minutes left to go, so plenty of time, to be fair. Let's see. Orca maybe not sticking. There we have it. Svinograd takes the E50M. And this is also something, like, these tanks have such different playstyles and strengths and weaknesses. And I know all these guys are absolutely fabulous, but overall I would not have the confidence to play these tanks at this level. Maybe the AMX. To be fair, I wouldn't have the confidence to play at this level at all, but that's besides the point. But yeah. Let's see what Orca and Just a Chill Guy are going to ready up in. 47 seconds left to go. This is always the part where I literally have nothing to say. We haven't seen any game sets, so I can't sort of like back analyze what we've already seen. We can only talk about the pressure on QQ. But there we have it. 3 E50Ms, a Super Conqueror, a 215B, and 2 AMX-54s. Let's see. I actually had like some bonus codes from Gamescom. And I didn't check the expiry date, so they actually went to waste. I hate it so much. I love giving stuff away. But here we go. First game of QQ versus Aqua. You should actually say not Aqua, but Aqua. Let's have a look. The wolf pack heading towards base C. which is pretty much where all of QQ is heading, whereas Aqua is going entirely to the A section with a little bit towards the middle. So this should be interesting. A is getting kept. C is not getting... Oh, C is now getting kept. We have... First blood has been drawn between Artyom and Spacey. Pretty much like a tiny point advantage for Aqua, but it's negligible. Top 16 gets spotted, so does Days. Happiest Toaster getting spotted as well. Base B is protected. QQ moving towards the spawn. The 215Bs are lying in wait. Look at this. Look at this. Look how super sneaky they are. Ghosty has not been spotted. Now he has been spotted. Svinograd immediately taking a hit there. Big hits into the hills. Solitude taking another hit. They kind of have to move at the same time. They need to use the building in order to save Ghosty. Wildburger is there as well. Solitude taking more damage. Now we have top 16 being focused on. Ghosty is in excellent position here, getting some very cheeky shots in. Solitude has to survive. Ghosty takes his first hit. And now just the chill guy is pretty much left on his own. Needing to be careful. Solitude. Just a chill guy. Versus 3 now. Solitude still alive, if barely. And he is being forced back up the ramp. Solitude and Just a Chill guy both go down pretty much at the same time, giving Aqua a 2-gun advantage. Spacey is not too long for this world though. But he can't really move from where he's at. And he knows it. He does get another shot in. But then he goes down. Renamed goes down. Top 16. Oof. Shoots Days. Svinograd, Artyom and Favela both go down at the same time. Svinograd gets hugged to death. Ghosty now turning around to shoot Orca. It is 5v2 though. And in the meantime, Days goes down, leaving just Orca. And even though he may take out Ghosty, and Ghosty is offering him some extra armor, Wildburger now arriving. And they're going to bully him together. Oh, those bounces though, that is such a cheeky thing. Ghosty survives with 94 HP. And the game is for Aqua. You just have one more game. Well, by the time you hear this, you have 3 minutes less to get your damage guns in. This was tricky though, because R2, basically QQ seemed to have the advantage here, but Ghosty in that position pretty much made all the difference. It stopped QQ in their tracks, forced them to reevaluate what they were doing, had them turn around, and they basically Aqua was ready for that. They moved their tanks in positions where QQ just basically was forced into positions that they didn't want to be in. Aqua? So many different pronunciations. 54 seconds left to go before we go into the second game on Lagoon. We have Aqua now ready with a Super Conqueror, 3 AMX 54s, 2 215Bs, and an AMX 50B. No Meep Meep Zoof Zoof tanks this time. And on QQ's side, we see 2 E50Ms, a Super Conqueror, 2 of them, a 215B, and 2 AMX 54s. Do, do, do. And the thing is that I love seeing beautiful gameplay, and generally every game is beautiful, but I feel so bad for the teams that don't win because I know how freaking epic they are, not just as a team, but also as players. Like, I've said this before, because the thing is that I know that when I commentate, I also criticize what happens and what they're doing. And I try to never make it really personal. And just like, most of it is being in the right position, but it being the wrong position for that battle. But I just want to highlight the fact that all these players individually could outplay me on their worst day when it's my best day. QQ sticking together, all going towards A. But the thing is that Aqua is doing exactly the same. So we might enter an early brawl stage with the showdown. People are getting spotted. While Burger deciding to go straight for the rock. He is, of course, a very juicy target to have lying in wait there. Now we have people shooting each other. So far, no damage has been done yet, though. We have Ghosty getting shot at, or maybe Happiest Toaster. Ghosty it was, because he took damage. Daze running off. Will take some big hits there, though. A now getting kept. The hills moving in. Because at this stage, well, now they know where Daze is at, but he might have had run off to cap the bases. Let's see. If people have exactly the same damage guess, the one that guessed it first is the one that takes it. Just to be clear, because apparently there's been some same damage guesses. That's also why I always say to make unique guesses. If you're going to go for round numbers or the ones that are like all the same numbers or following numbers, that kind of stuff, you have a bigger chance of it being the same. Bit of farming happening. Basically, the hills is stuck there. Can't get out of there, but at the same time doesn't really need to. We have Daze that has run off to get base C, but that also means that Aqua will have a gun advantage here. As soon as that cap hits. Daze is actually rotating around to see if he can get cross shots. He's not going for the base. What a ballsy move. Can he get shots in from there, though? He is looking. He is looking for targets. Let's see. If they're both... Base B now being taken. Svinograd also having left the place. Aqua is not responding to the base cap, though. They're not moving in. To be fair, they have 150 points as a lead. And everyone is just dug in. We have a little bit of farming happening. The hills needs to... Oh, that was a big hit. What a bully move. That's pretty much the only thing that is happening right now. Renamed, and the hills are slowly but surely farming one another. We now have Daze going after Ghosty. And Svinograd arriving as well. Ghosty now leaving the scene to see if he can get the shot in. Daze is not going to make it easy for him. Happiest Toaster is going after Svinograd. And Ghosty might be joining to help with that. Aqua now basically being forced to react. Now we have just a chill guy moving in. They want to take out just a chill guy, I think. No, they're going after the hills, but now he's fired. Happiest Toaster goes down. Favela takes it. Wellberg is still alive. Is now free to farm Orca. Because that is what an AMX 50B does. And here's one more shot. The hills goes down. But so does Orca. Spacey. Oof, top 16 goes down. Spacey not looking too healthy either. They are focusing on just the chill guy though. Wildburger gets pushed. Just the chill guy goes down. QQ. Still behind on points, but has the HP advantage. Has a 2-gun advantage. Favela on his own. Ghosty slowly but surely arriving, but it took them too long to get back, and the tanks that were away for QQ were a lot faster. What a clever thing to do. The need for speed, let's say. Daze may not survive this. No, he actually does. Because Ghosty does not get another shot in. What a game. Very cleverly played by QQ here. Everything is always a trap, honestly. So we are going to move on to Winter Malinovka. Nice map as well. Has had some interesting tours here with little boosts where people are not actually shooting, but they're literally just there to give information. Let's see what's going to happen here. 3 bases, spread out relatively evenly. Usually we have fast tanks running around. And they are making all the spots and all the caps, basically. Ah, you're absolutely fine, Eric. You're doing a fabulous job. Please don't doubt yourself. Let's see. I'm just needing to stop the giveaway just about now. There we go. And with 15 seconds left to go, Aqua is ready for the first game on Winter Malinovka with 2 E50Ms, 2 215Bs, 2 AMX54s, and a Super Conqueror versus 2 E50Ms, 2 AMX54s, 2 Super Conquerors, and a 215B. Let's see. Look at those colors, though. Beautiful. Like I said, I don't play Blitz for realism. The only reason why I would love to play a professional tour is the background. Because I'll absolutely love the background. Plus, I'd love to have the bragging rights to a pro avatar. But to be fair, I know I'm nowhere near good enough. QQ heading into town. Whereas Aqua is splitting their forces to go a bit of each way. Let's see. Super Conqueror train a little bit. A is being kept. We have the E50Ms heading towards base C. B will be protected. They know that top 16 is... There's a cloud here that you actually fly through. Okay. Daze actually got spotted there. Is waiting. Now that he's unspotted. This is the thing. They know exactly how long they're spotted for. And they just wait to get unspotted. And this means that Aqua has the point advantage here and a base advantage because QQ so far has not kept the base. B is protected. C isn't even protected, but they're not going for it. Ghosty holding is giving information to Favela, who's at the back there. Cheeky little shot there. Favela getting shot at. So far only Ghosty and top 16 and now Wildburger have taken some damage. QQ now moving in, going after that C-cap. And they are giving it to... Oof, ow. The hill's being, I think, tracked and hurt. Yeah, he is definitely tracked. And getting tracked some more. And he is literally just being farmed to death. Does get a little bit of a bounce in, but literally can't move from where he's at and goes down. That was a perma-track between the E50s. I think it was mainly. And all of a sudden, QQ has a gun advantage. And a 2k HP advantage. They still don't have the point advantage though. Happiest Toaster deciding to move away from there a little bit. Going around the tree to keep getting info but have a bit more cover. Favela losing a little bit of HP as well. QQ all the way dazed at the back there in the corner. And it will still be up to QQ to make a move. The question is, where are they going to push? Are they going to try to grab base A or base B and get the advantage that way? But they know that base B is protected. And they know that base A is protected as well. Shots are happening. Basically, Daze, and I think it was Spacey, are feeling each other, shooting at each other. Ghosty is going to be pushed. That is the preferred target, but most of Aqua is deciding to not be there. B and C immediately are getting capped. Solitude is being pushed. Just a chill guy, losing a lot of HP very, very quickly. Basically, in danger. They're not... Oh, Ghosty goes down, though. That is a 2-gun disadvantage that they've got now. Wildburger is steadily being farmed. Did get that base though. C has also been kept. Solid. Ooh, there goes Wildburger. And despite the base disadvantage, now QQ has the advantage. Yeah, in points. Top 16 going after Daze. Favela goes down. Oh, that bounce though. Spacey got absolutely deleted there. Daze gets another shot in. Not sure what top 16 is doing. Can I just say that I advise you not to do this when you're being streamed? But there we have it. QQ takes home the battle here. And to be fair, I'm just a background hoarder. I have my own and it's fantastic and I will always use that. But just, it is so pretty though. Oh, it's actually not loading with mod. But especially the story one, not even like the old one, King of the Hill one. I love the story one. So pretty. I actually forgot to look at the score, so let's go quickly back. So that means that the score for the giveaway is 10,320. Just over a minute left to go before we go into the fourth game of this best of 7. Aqua now taking 3 E50Ms, a 215B and 3 AMX 54s. And nearly the same lineup for QQ aside from 1 E50M less and 1 215B more. But to be fair, nothing tops my background. Absolutely love that thing so much. Not just because it's really pretty, but it has so much meaning to me as well, like with all the symbolism in there. I love it so much. Let's see. 13 seconds left to go. No match point for anyone just yet. Anything can still happen. Our QQ is doing all the little clever things. And that might give them the point. Here we go. QQ heading towards the A side. Sorry, C side. Not going anywhere near A. Aqua is heading into that direction, is quickly realizing that there's no one there, so are probably going to take home the base early on, which is exactly what the Hills is doing. C is completely abandoned right now. So that is where QQ is headed, just a chill guy. Going into the base. But still, Aqua has the point advantage, so it will be up to QQ to make a move, or maybe try and cap base B. Aqua is rotating back around. Blind shots are being taken. Well, Burger has been spotted though. Artyom holding. They're all like in holding positions right now. We have the Hills firing blind shots into where Orca is at, thereabouts. Solitude losing a bit of HP there. And that's the first block being drawn. Let's see. Again, a bit of farming going on now. Favela taking it now, exchanging place with Spacey, who is deciding that he does not really want to be here. HP-wise, the difference is negligible. But Aqua has the point advantage. QQ will have to make the move at some point. The question is, where are they going to make it? Because this is the thing. Like, I always talk about positioning and everything. If you look at the base, if he goes and stand here, that means that Ghosty can reset him. If he were to stand here, that means top 16 can reset him. You need 2 players to decap this base. Artyom taking more hits. While Burger there being in a very important position. Making it very difficult. He's just getting shot from everywhere. And there he goes. That's the first gun gone. Basically, in a different way, but what happened to Aqua now happening to QQ. We're already at 700 points. And as such, Wahlberg is being pushed. As is Days going after. And immediately, as soon as QQ pushes, Aqua responds by capping the bases. Because even though they might lose a tank, no, they are leaving the bases now, realizing that Solitude is on his own, realizing that they can get renamed, and realizing that just a chill guy is on his own as well. That is a 2v1. Dace is the first one to go down from this. Renamed goes down. Wildburger goes down. Solitude is not really the preferred target. See, just chill guy goes down. Solitude now very low on HP. Aqua at 990 points already. Beautiful game. Aqua takes it home on points. Cheeky game though. Very basically almost situations reversed in a way. Let's see. Just asking something regarding the giveaway because apparently someone won that already won, which means that they shouldn't be entering because they're not going to get. Basically, they're not going to win again. The score is 2-2. We are moving on to Desert Sands. Desert Sands, always like with the crossfire happening with the train tracks, crossing people crossing over and getting shot at without anyone being spotted yet. Let's see, 40 seconds left to go. 3 bases on Desert Sands. Also, of course, the giant sandworm on Desert Sands. I'm still waiting for someone to make it appear during a tour game, and I would actually have to be able to see it as well. 18 seconds left to go. Aqua is taking 3 Super Conquerors, a Chieftain, and 3 AMX 54s. And we have QQ taking 4 E50Ms, 2 AMX 54s, and a 215P. I'm kind of curious who's going to spawn in the desert from Aqua, because I think that's a given when you take all heavies. Let's see. Crossfired? No, they're not crossfiring. Happiest Toaster does get spotted. QQ going... Ooh, has to be a bit careful there. QQ going for the base A cap. Svinogrod holding at the back. There we have it. QQ getting the early cap. Getting the points. Renamed. Getting tracked. Getting hurt. Decides to relocate. Orca getting in the way a bit. He is still... There we go. He just got unspotted. C has been capped as well. Now Svinograd has decided that he doesn't want to be there anymore. QQ pushing. Their tanks in the corner. Slowly but surely farming Happiest Toast. The base B has been capped. The question is, can QQ get away with this push? Oh, Svinograd losing a whole lot of HP trying to get into the desert. Wahlburger. Now QQ rotating back. Going after Wahlburger. They're pretty much being a bit spread all over the place. Kind of like changing tactics mid-game. They do take out Wahlburger though. Renamed, getting a cheeky shot in from the hills from on the other side of the train tracks. Solitude being focused on. Manages to get another hit in, but is likely going to be dead on the next one. And he does. Now we have Orca and Artyom there as well. Together with Renamed, they are definitely wanting to take out Favela. But when you play tour, you always have to be careful not to block your teammates from shooting. Aqua has lost 2 tanks so far. With that way, the push both sides is definitely working. Also, yes, Eric and Agassi, please look for the 3rd place winners if the winner actually already won a pass. Svinograd goes down. Spacey's being focused on. Days is the preferred target here. We have top 16 at the back holding in a relatively juicy chieftain. B is being stolen. Days goes down 950 points for Aqua. If they get Artyom killed, which is the goal right now. It's renamed actually that goes down. And Artyom bounces again, but Aqua already wins on points. Kiki game again. This is kind of like QQ was pushing, then they decided let's not push here, let's push on the other side. And they were just a bit all over the place, quite literally. And that slowly but surely let Aqua sort of like pick them off one by one. And that means that now Aqua is up for match point. If they win the next game, then they get the point. Also, just to, with the giveaways and everything, like fan containers, you can win as many as you want. That's no problem. The battle passes are relatively rare. So, since I've said it throughout my streams several times, if you've already won a battle pass, you can enter for like a friend if you want. But don't go trying to win one again. So yeah, basically someone won that already won before. And apparently already won before. So we're going to go over the results. And for those giveaways, we're going to pick the third place. And they will get a battle pass. So some people may randomly get a battle pass in April. We just want to spread the joy and make sure that the most players get it, not one player's hogging it all, because you shouldn't get any compensation for it either. 20 seconds left to go. Aqua now ready with 4 AMX 54s, a 215B, a Batchat, and a Hori. And on QQ's side, we see 2 E50Ms, 3 AMX 54s, a 215B, and a beloved E6. Absolutely adore the E6 as a tank. This is one of my favorite tanks ever. Let's see. Wildburger moving forwards, but heading towards the ramp. Ooh, they are taking positions to crossfire anyone. This is the thing, they are basically looking to shoot through the train tracks. Happiest Toaster now getting spotted. This is interesting. This is interesting. They think that they found a singular tank. They found most of QQ's team. They are going after Renamed because he's the juiciest here. It is 5v4 on this side. But most of QQ has returned. Renamed goes down. We now have basically Wildburger and top 16 trying to get back as quickly as they can. Just a chill guy and the hills both go down. Spacey. Oof, they want to take out Days, but they're now just turning around going after Orca instead. Solitude. Oh, Orca almost gone. Spacey not looking too healthy. Orca trying to survive. Goes down as well. Days has gone down. It is 6 versus 3. And this is actually again a thing. I don't understand how this worked because QQ's forces were so much closer, but those first shots did not pen, and that in the end made a lot of difference. Svinograd goes down, and now it's just Artyom facing 6 tanks. And he does not even get to kill Happy Toaster. Aqua wins the game. What a game. Very quick, very, very brutal. But if I remember correctly, that also means that Aqua got the point here. And QQ is going to have a tough job getting to top 4. Not impossible, but definitely not going to be easy. Let's see. Appa versus Imo is still happening. Aqua, of course, got their 4th point here. Let's see. Belove stays at 2. Demon gets another point. And RDX is still duking it out versus Love. But yeah, that basically concludes the games for tonight. Having a quick look at the giveaway stuff. So that means that basically from 9th month, 3rd place was I Love Lettuce, so they get a battle pass now. And from today, the 3rd place was the Mocha Okrutnik, so you get a battle pass as well. And see, Helmi Musa gets a battle pass as well. So basically, that's the putting things right again. Thank you so much, Agassi and Eric, for A, finding out about this, and B, setting it right, giving me the 3rd place winners and everything. Those are April battle passes though, so you will not get them until actual April. And yeah, that's basically it. Like, again, if you've already won a battle pass, fine if you want to again. Enter for a friend. Don't enter for yourself again. It's just not fair. Let's see. Just going to have a quick look if the scores... Nah, they're probably still going. Yeah, they are. So yeah, that's it for tonight. Lovely matches all around. Great fun to watch. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, Agassi and Eric, thank you so much for the giveaway stuff. And I'll be seeing you all tomorrow for the 3rd day of the round robins. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.